Good morning. So it's Wednesday, June 14th of 2023. I've just got a little project going in through here now that I've weed clothed. I often don't get out my weed whacker, and ooh, something is making squeaky noise. Is that me? But I often don't get too close to here with my lawnmower because it's a little bit steep. It's a little deceptive right now with these plants here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of do in a little curvy situation at some point. I'm going to take just a couple of cement blocks on the steepest part here to help hold the gravel and dirt pack that I'm going to be putting in here. And then I'm going to smooth it out so that the cement block shouldn't actually be visible when I'm done. But I just don't want it all to just be sliding down if we get a really heavy rain or something. And then I'm just going to take the cement, or not cement, but the gravel and dirt that's washed off from our previous flood situation. And I don't know, this is just my neighbor's mailbox. There's a very, very nice lady across the street who lives there, who's a widower now. And I would like to make her mailbox area a little bit prettier to look at when she comes out to get her mail. So we'll see how it goes. So this is just sort of all I've got done right now. I've got several wheelbarrows full of fill put in here. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do right now, because basically at this point what I need to do, my cement blocks are down in here, is I need to weed cloth this entire area and then put a few more inches of fill on top of the weed cloth, and eventually I'm going to be planting this area. Now, aside from having my lavenders in a row on the frontage on the other side of the house, I do eventually want a row of lavenders to come all the way down through here. This is my corkscrew willow tree. But eventually I do want to plant my lavenders all the way down through here. Now, right now I can only go to about here because this area through here is too low-lying. And sometimes when there is excessive water, this channel gets just a little bit of water that is supposed to channel down to the creek. Now, I do have all this gravel slide that slid into my property from some flooding that I need to clear so that the water can actually move through here when it needs to, which is a very rare occurrence that the water actually has to come through that channel. There's much more water on the other side of the road there. There's actually a creek over there. But what I'm going to be able to do, since I have to move all this stuff anyways, I might use some of it for up above the hill, but that's a long ways to move all this stuff. So I want to try to use as much of this for projects down here as I need to. Now, there was a lot of, I think we actually had a second slide possibly come through here. So this corkscrew willow, the whole probably bottom 6 inches of it has been buried in gravel. So the level, the topography here has actually changed quite a bit. And I have moved some of the gravel into a path because this area does get very kind of like wet and hard to walk through during certain times of the year. So we'll see if I'll be able to move a lot of this gravel over and kind of extend my ridge so that I can get my lavender row to kind of go all the way to this corkscrew willow. And I thought, I've kind of got a little bit of a wilding property and I like to keep it that way a little bit, but I figured the lavenders would add some beauty and some usefulness because I can also harvest it, and just a little bit of formality to my property while also keeping it inviting. So anyways, I will update you guys on this project more later. I'm probably going to start the plants for this bed from seed, and I will probably consult the neighbor first before I do that. Take it easy, y'all. Well, I thought I was going to be done with this for today, but I decided to just go ahead and carry on. I couldn't drive some of these in very well, but I've just got it weed cloth with a 5.8 ounce felted weed cloth. That's supposed to be a 20-year. As long as you put 3 inches of stuff on top of it to block the light out even further. So I'm just going to carry on moving some more gravel onto here, more gravel dirt fill stuff. Maybe pick up some mulch later. So it's about 11 o'clock in the morning now over here. I did start this project fairly early today because I've been trying to get some physical activity in before my morning coffee. So it's been a few hours though, with some breaks and some other things. Now this fill does have a lot of dirt in it, and I even saw an earthworm in there. And so weeds are going to be sprouting in this really easy, and then some of the ones with the taproots would just be puncturing my weed cloth. I did not till under there, which is probably not the best thing, but what I'm going to do is I'm debating on whether or not I'm also going to set some cardboard down there before I put on some mulch. I have to go to the Home Depot to accumulate my landscape timbers and cement blocks. And I'm going to go get, unfortunately, I just got a little can of gas for my brush cutter, and I'm going to go get a bigger can so I can actually work on the orchard and back in through there and everything while my mower is down. So, it's actually like a pretty good, PT like workout to be swinging that thing around anyway, so I don't mind it. But yeah, I'm gonna try to fill this up with mulch. I've done the edge, and I've kind of tried to smooth it out a little bit so that when my mower comes over here, it won't be able to grab the edge of this landscape cloth ever, because it's going to be buried in dirt. Now this area that I've put this filter in, grasses and weeds are going to start coming in through this area. And then, we got a big old spider friend scurrying across there. But I'm going to try to put a very heavy layer of mulch on here. I left like a little lip so that the mulch doesn't all slide off. So we'll see how it goes. But my chickens are going to be fenced off from that area most likely, so I don't have to worry so much about them scratching my mulch investment all into the grass. So we'll see how it goes. But obviously I haven't cleaned this up yet either. But I'm gonna put on some proper clothes and head to the store. So I did go to the store and pick up some mulch. It's not entirely evened out and all that just yet, but this whole area is to be continued probably in the fall as far as the planting goes. But I always wanted to get it set up before I start kind of digging into some other projects. And then I am expecting this outer area to end up filling in with grasses and things, but hopefully doing a little bit of grading is going to help make this area easier for me to mow as well, is kind of what I'm going for. I thought I would try to make a beautiful spot while helping my mowing situation. Okay, so take it easy, you guys.